Hi everyone, how's it going? It's Onong here, and welcome back to another episode of Star Predictions. This is the series where we try to predict Sir's inventory for tomorrow. Last week, unfortunately I wasn't able to predict anything correctly, but one of you guys actually did predict something correctly. And the person that predicted something correctly was Jorio the Oreo. He predicted the 4 Horsemen. And besides having an amazing name, he also has some amazing prediction ability because he only predicted the 4 Horsemen, used the weapon, and he got it. So congratulations, man, you are this week's super special prediction person, Oreo. Good job, man, and let's see if you can do it again. Remember to leave your predictions for this week in the comments below, and if you are correct, you will be featured in this week's episode of Sir Predictions. And without further ado, let's get it started with this week's predictions. Alright, so today we're gonna be starting with the Hunters, and I predict Sir this week will bring for the Hunters the Radiant Dance Machines. The Exotic Boots. The Radiant Dance Machine's exotic perk is the dance. You move more quickly while aiming down your weapon. And while that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's actually really useful whenever you're in the middle of gunfights and you try to sidestep, because you can move faster while aiming your weapon. And besides just being able to sidestep, the Radiant Dance Machines also look pretty nice. So they got that going for them. And that's all I gotta say about the Radiant Dance Machines. They are pretty simple exotic that have a very specific purpose. So, let's move on to the next prediction. Alright, so now let's move on to the Titans. I believe that this week Sir will bring for the Titans the Dune Marchers. The Dune Marchers' exotic perk is Speed Demon. Increased sprint speed, increased movement speed while aiming your weapon, and tighter turn radius. So it's basically the Radiant Dance Machines for the Titans, but with some extra perks mixed in there to make them even better. So you get increased sprint speed, you get the increased movement while aiming your weapons so you can sidestep in the middle of gunfights better, and you also get the tighter turn radius, which at first also didn't feel like an impactful perk, but after you start using them, you'll really see the difference of what the tighter turn radius can actually do. You just gain a whole nother level of control over your character, which is really nice, because having more precise control just leads to you doing better. Alright, so now let's move on to the Warlocks. And I predict Sir will bring for the Warlocks this week the Starfire Protocol, the exotic chestplate. And the Starfire Protocol exotic perk is a Starfire Protocol. Gain an additional fusion grenade. Fusion grenades. How much I freaking love you, fusion grenades. You are my favorite grenade in the game to go against. But being able to have 2 grenades without the need to use Gift of the Sun opens up some other options. You may want to use Angel of Light for some reason, or most likely you may want to use Viking Funeral, possibly for PvE, because Viking Funeral just does work against bosses. So yeah, this is what makes the Starfire Protocol such a good exotic chestplate. That is good in PvE just because of fusion grenades, and it's good in PvE because of Viking Funeral with fusion grenades. Alright, so now let's move on to the weapon. I predict that Sir this week will bring the Heartlight exotic auto rifle. Yes, another exotic auto rifle. The Heartlight's exotic perk is Volatile Light, which allows rounds fired from the weapon to not have any damage fall off. So no matter what range you're shooting at someone, you will always do the same amount of damage because there's no damage fall off. They will also over penetrate targets and ricochet off hard surfaces. So they just basically have built-in skip rounds and armor piercing rounds, which is kinda The weapon does sound very cool though. When you fire it, you can definitely tell when the Heartlight is being fired. It's one of those weapons, just kinda like the Icebreaker, that you can't mistake for anything really, because they're just so unique sounding. I think the Heartlight is okay. It's not amazing, but I think it's okay enough in the Crucible for you to go around and, you know, kill people. Just don't expect to go on like a 25 kill streak or something, especially with all the clever dragons going around in the Iron Banner. That is probably not gonna be a good idea. But I still think the Heartlight is an okay auto rifle that definitely sounds and looks very cool. And with that, guys, that is gonna be all the predictions for this week. Remember to leave your predictions in the comments below for a chance to be featured in next week's episode. Remember to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care.